Scared my parents will never let me leave, and if I can't leave, I can't transition. For context, I am a 16-year-old trans male who is out to his parents, but is very unaccepted and deals with daily transphobia. I'm also supposed to be leaving for university in just over a year, so I'm currently in the process of going to open days. This is important. Parents have also been divorced since I was 13, but are generally on good terms. As I've already mentioned, I'm supposed to be visiting uni open days at the moment in preparation for next year when I'll leave, but it's very difficult to get on any. My mom has recently stated that I'm not allowed to book any until my end-of-year exams come through and are good enough to go to uni. I still have plenty of time to turn them around, but it feels as though this is it. It's also worth stating that most open days are in June, and most have had to be booked months ago to get a place. So whilst my friends are looking at the unis they want to go to, I'm stuck waiting until my parents decide whether or not my grades are good enough. I thought that was the end of it, but I finally managed to convince my dad to take me to one. When he said that I'm not allowed to look at any unis that are more than around an hour and maybe a half away by car, which is a major issue as we live in a rural area where most of the unis are shit and don't have the course I want to do. It's not very well known. I'm basically limited to one decent uni, the one I visited. It was good, but I definitely still want to see others, but apparently they're too far even though it's only like 2.5 hours, which isn't even that bad considering where we live, and they're willing to drive further than that for my brother's 15 sport matches. I'm desperate to leave because I don't feel safe and my gender dysphoria is slowly getting worse. I think I might have an eating disorder, possible undiagnosed ADHD, diagnosed ASD, but I think that was school-guided as I can't imagine my parents caring enough to get me the diagnosis. I've started self-harming again, used to minor self-harm through ages 5 to 10-ish, though that wasn't with the intent of harming myself, it was to help control my anger. They just gave up on me and I only stopped because I was getting bullied for it every day. They don't care about the fact that I've been bullied for the entirety of my time through school either, and my mental health is just worsening every day. I hate myself, and my whole life has fallen apart ever since I came out. The moment I turn 18, I need to leave for uni because I can't start to even properly socially transition, only among friends at school, but need parental permission for name/pronoun change in school system, and I daren't try and legally or medically transition until I leave. When I came out as trans, I was basically told that I'm still a girl and that I'd have to prove that I'm trans if I ever want to be accepted. Absolute bullshit. I know this is what it's like when legally/medically transitioning sometimes though. I was forced to answer some questions which were also absolute bullshit, like what are the benefits/risks of being trans? My parents are also trying to push me towards a local apprenticeship, which would mean I'd still live at home. I don't see myself surviving past 18 if that's what my future holds. I can't live my life as who I really am until I leave. If I start to transition before then, I'm scared I'll get thrown out with nowhere to go, and if I can't leave, I'm trapped. The uni course I want to do is desperate for jobs, as well, so I'd have a good escape once I was done, but I simply need a way out. They also need to know where I am 24/7. That includes tracking me everywhere I go. I'm not even allowed out without a family member. If I literally walk the 5 minutes from the park to either of my parents' houses, I need to text them the moment I get back, and they'll watch me from their phones. We live in a quiet rural town where the only thing that could happen is me getting hit by a car. Even if I'm literally just leaving the room, I have to provide an explanation as to where I'm going. It's slowly catching me, and I don't have anywhere to go.